Hi, you're watching American DA Live. On today's episode, host Jack Patty, Ray the DA, and Assistant Commonwealth Attorney Andrea Mattingly Williams will discuss the new House Bill 463. This bill will maintain existing penalties for people caught selling the largest amount of drugs, while reducing the penalties for people caught selling lesser amounts of drugs. To learn more on this bill, stay tuned.
Good morning. Welcome into the 9 to 10 show. It is 9:07. This is a Forensic Friday, and that means it's time for American DA Live with Commonwealth Attorney Ray Larson. Ray, good morning.
Good morning, Jack.
You've had a big week.
Well, we got a big week, and we got a couple of more big weeks.
Tell us what you can tell us.
There you go.
That's
I
it.
just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
No comment at all on any of it.
We can.
Right. Okay, that's fine. You can tell us about it when it's over.
We will. We'll talk about the case
All right.
after it's over.
All right. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, on June the 8th, a little over a week and a half ago, a new law was enacted, or was effective. It was passed by the last session of the Kentucky General Assembly. And we call it House Bill 463. The people that listened last week heard Jim Fox, the retired prosecutor of 28 years in California, and Josh Markey, who is sort of our resident, keeps up with all the issues around the country, talked about the efforts in California to reduce prison populations and what kind of concerns that's created. Well, House Bill 463 is Kentucky's version of reducing the number of prison inmates and jail inmates, because the philosophy is that we can't afford to incarcerate a lot of people that break the law. Now, I don't agree with it, but that's what the law is, and I got to enforce what the law is, and so that's what we'll do. Basically, I think the Supreme Court Justice John Minton, Governor Beshear, Senator Tom Jensen from London, and a Representative John Tilley from Hopkinsville have got this idea going. They got this Pew Center from Washington, D.C., a think tank up there, to give them ideas.
You know that's going to be trouble, a think tank in Washington, D.C., but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, you think. But at any rate, they all got together and they came up with this new House Bill 463, which is designed to reduce the number of people who go to jail or prison, and at the same time, they say, increase public safety.
You don't think that's what they call an oxymoron?
Well, it just doesn't seem to go hand in hand, because if you really understand, prior to all of this, first offenders in Kentucky, felony offenders, almost never went to prison anyway. You know, they were almost all probated and given yet another second chance. Mm-hmm. And it's the criminologists tell us that 5% of the criminals, or about that amount, commit up to 80% of the crime. So the point is that the public is paying a lot of taxes so that we can put the 5% in prison. Now, just to keep them away from us. But we put a price tag on the public's safety and security, and it's called House Bill 463.
To learn more, tune in every Friday morning at 9 a.m. on News Talk 590.